Welcome to Frisco, Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pirates' offense will be first on the attack. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Montgomery. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hauser. That's reeled in, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's O'Brien. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important.
Touchdown, Pirates! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. The quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. He'll do it himself on the draw. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Gives it on the option. Nice move there. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And the Pirates trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. That's caught. It's McAllister. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the direct snap, it's Small. Oh, what a move. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Barnes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. He wants it all. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there...
Oh, they knock it free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Hoover. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He got it. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll leave it with him. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Hoover. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and board right. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's Payne. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to fire on second down. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Quick release on the RPO. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for space, it's Barnes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Right back to him on the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Hoover. Grab near the marker, it's Payne. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Pulls and fires complete. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because If he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's a bit of an interesting choice. You can break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. They're going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The give to the back. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. The Pirates will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Hauser. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Barnes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. That's caught. It's McAllister. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Absolutely center cut. And now they take the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, East Carolina. They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kickoff.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll send the tight end in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's O'Brien. Touchdown, ECU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking left. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
On the move, he fires. He's got him wide open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead.
Grabs it inside the 10. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Pirates want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Jenkins. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.